Today we're going to be taking a look at 75459 Imperial Lambda Class Shuttle. This set just released on July 1st with 961 pieces and a retail price of $140, which, believe it or not, is actually the same price as the 2015 Imperial Shuttle if you take its original retail price of $100 and adjust it for inflation. And on top of that, that set has about the same piece count at 937 pieces. But we all know how modern LEGO is. Nowadays they use a lot smaller pieces in their builds, so later on in the video we're going to have to compare the two sets price per grams. Anyways though, if you look at the minifigure lineup along with the Imperial light cruiser in the background, you can tell this set is based off of the finale of Mandalorian Season 2, which, to be honest, I'm not a really big fan of this at all, but I'll talk about it here more in a minute. On the back of the box, you're going to find a picture of the set in its landed position, where you can get a good look at the shortened design of the wings that everyone is talking about, and then on the right side you're going to have some pictures showcasing the set's functionalities. Opening up the box and digging in, on the inside you're going to find 9 separate numbered bags along with your instruction manual and no sticker sheet, which I can't lie is very refreshing for a set of this price point, especially compared to recent sets like the UCS N1 Starfighter, because the stickers in that set are ridiculous. Moving on to the 5 minifigures in this set, to say the least, this minifigure lineup is kind of boring. First up here we have the Mandalorian, and this is the exact same Mandalorian figure that LEGO has been releasing all year. The same one from the Razor Crest, the same one from the ATRT set, the same one from the UCS N1. It's the exact same Mandalorian we've been seeing all year. Next up here we have Moff Gideon, and this is the first time we've seen this version of him since the light cruiser in 2021, and he actually technically is a brand new figure because he's got new torso printing and new back printing. The only thing being the same as that 2021 variant are both of his face prints. But despite this figure technically being new, it's just not very exciting to me at all. The best version of Moff Gideon will always be the one that came in that 2024 set where he has his helmet. I mean, I honestly don't think you can get any better than that, so getting another version of him in this set is just kind of underwhelming. Not to mention, I don't think he's a very cool character either. Next up here we have Dr. Pin Pershing, and this is actually a character we haven't seen before in LEGO form, but despite that, again, it's just not very exciting. He's got pretty average printing on both his torso and his back, and then he's also got arm printing too on his right arm, along with the double-sided face. And I mean, it is a nice figure on paper, and it's cool that it has arm printing, but like, it's just not a very intriguing character to me. Just because LEGO's never made this character before is not gonna, you know, make me jump out of my seat, because at the end of the day, he's just an average, actually below average Star Wars figure. It's just take it or leave it. Regardless though, moving on, next up here we have the one figure in this set that actually does stand out to me, that being the Imperial Shuttle pilot. He too is also arm printed, but it's just on his left arm, and then on top of that he's got good torso printing and good back printing, along with a second face print and a pretty cool looking helmet. It's fairly simple, but I just like the look of it. The only problem though is that there definitely should be 2 of these guys. If you look at the scene this set is based off of, there are 2 of them along with Dr. Pershing, and for LEGO to only include one is kind of lame and, in my opinion, pretty cheap. But then moving on, last and probably least to, we just have a normal Family Guy Stormtrooper. Nothing exciting to see here. They still need to make a new helmet. Overall, I'm just not impressed with this minifigure lineup. Actually, to put it bluntly, I just don't like it at all. I love the fact that we're getting a new Imperial Shuttle, don't get me wrong, it's very exciting. It's just annoying that it's based off the Mandalorian. LEGO has already released so much slop from the movie this year, and now we're getting sets that aren't even from the movie. This is from Season 2. Honestly, I wish this set was just based off Episode 6 on Endor, and included some cool Rebel Endor troopers and a few Scout troopers. That would have been awesome. Or like back in the day when LEGO would just throw random Imperial figures into any Imperial set, maybe we could have got something like a few Shadow Stormtroopers and a few normal Stormtroopers. Or it could have been something like a Battlefront themed Imperial Shuttle and included a new Shock Trooper. I honestly feel like the possibilities were endless to make the minifigure lineup in this set actually cool, but no, LEGO just decided to make it more Mandalorian slop. It's like, alright, we get it. On the bright side though, the actual build of the shuttle is really good for the most part. And the reason I say for the most part is because the short wings actually do stick out in person a lot more than I was expecting them to. When I first saw the product images, this didn't bother me at all. I thought it looked fine, but now actually seeing it in person, it's like, oh yeah, they actually should be a lot longer, especially the middle one. If you look at it from the side here, it looks like it literally got the top chopped off, and that's because it's only 2 of these triangle pieces tall when it should be 3 tall, which is actually exactly how the 2015 one is, but on this one it's like the top of the wings literally just got chopped off. It doesn't look terrible, but it could be better. I love the design of the wings, especially around the hull area. I love how they're a lot wider than the other shuttles and they kind of flare out towards the side more. I like how that looks, but they just need to be taller. I mean, I need to make it clear that at the end of the day, the shuttle itself does not look bad. It's very aesthetically pleasing. It just could be better and more accurate, and that would be if the wings were longer. I'm actually going to even go so far to say that if the wings were longer, this would probably arguably be the best Imperial Shuttle build, playscale at least. Now, like I mentioned earlier, when you compare the price of the 2015 Imperial Shuttle adjusted for inflation, it is the same price as this set, and they also have about the same number of pieces too. But in order to actually see which one is the better value, we're gonna have to weigh this new one. So weighing the build itself along with all 5 of the minifigures, the total weight of the set comes out to 817 grams, at least when I weighed it. So when you take 817 grams with a retail price of $140, that comes out to a price per gram of about 17.1 cents, which is actually not bad for a set of this size. Now, regarding the 2015 Imperial Shuttle, I actually don't own the set, so I can't weigh it in person. However, using the piece inventory of it on Bricklink, I can actually get its total weight from there, and I kid you not, according to the piece inventory on Bricklink, this 2015 Imperial Shuttle also has a weight of 817 grams, meaning that when you take its inflation-adjusted price, it also has a price per gram of 17.1 cents. So technically speaking, on paper, spending $140 on this Imperial Shuttle in 2026 is exactly the same as spending $100 on the 2015 Imperial Shuttle back in 2015. So yeah, take that information however you please. But now actually diving into the build itself, the cockpit has really nice shaping. It surprisingly consists of a large number of pieces. If you look closely there's tons of tiny pieces crammed into it. And to open it, you simply just grab it and pull it open. It very easily lifts up to reveal a pretty puny cockpit interior, to say the least. So you can take one of your figures, probably should be the shuttle pilot, and you can just simply sit him in there and close the cockpit down. Again, a pretty underwhelming interior, especially considering the fact that the 2015 one sat 2, I believe. Now, like I mentioned earlier, the whole area directly behind the cockpit is definitely my favorite part of the build. It just has a very pleasing design. It's clean and sleek looking. I also love how the gears on the wings are integrated so well. It's just simply satisfying to look at. And on either side, you can get a good look of the cannons on the wings along with the cannons that are directly behind the cockpit. And then up at the top, tucked underneath the middle wing, you're going to see a large printed piece, which, knowing Lego nowadays, this very well could have been a sticker, but it's actually printed in this set. And again, like I mentioned earlier, that's just very refreshing. It's kind of hard to get on camera here. I should have shown the piece before I put it on the build, but you get the idea. There's going to be an interior section back here as well. On both sides, you can just lift this panel up right here. And on the inside, there's literally just 2 seats to hold the other 4 characters. It's definitely not a very exciting interior at all. It's literally just the bare minimum to hold all the figures, but I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. The blue engine thrusters on the backside look really pretty. They have a very simple design. I mean, it's just transparent plates going across, but like the front side of this area, it's just very clean looking and pleasing to the eye. And on the backside here, there's also going to be this little turret that I guess you can aim up and down and pose if you want to. Now, to put the shuttle in flight mode, you simply just grab the wings and open them. There's no mechanism or anything like that. You just fold them down by hand. And the way the gears on the sides look when you do this is so satisfying. I mean, to some of you guys, this might not be anything special, but to me at least, I just think it looks really cool to see the gears rotate. And then there's also going to be some landing gear at the bottom that kind of rotates back and forth in and out of the bottom of the ship. And then when you have the shuttle in its flying position with its wings open, it looks really, really cool. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I think it looks a little bit better when it's in its landed position and the wings are folded up. And that's because when the wings are deployed like this, it makes that short middle wing stand out a lot more. But I mean, overall, it still looks very cinematic and pretty cool like this. And then lastly, there's actually going to be some hidden spring-loaded shooters in the wings. There's this little button right here that sticks out, and when you press it, it simply just fires a hidden spring-loaded shooter, which I think is great because I love when spring-loaded shooters are actually hidden in the build and don't stick out like a sore thumb like on a set like the Arc 170, for example. Overall, this set, for the most part, is really good. I'm very pleased with the build. I think it's a big improvement over the one from 2021. Like I said multiple times though, I do think the only problem with it are the short wings, but also like I said, if the wings were longer, I do strongly believe this would be the best playscale Imperial Shuttle because the cockpit is beautiful, the whole area is beautiful, the wing shapes are beautiful, how they flare out. They just need to be longer, and then I would consider this to be a 10 out of 10 build. But now as for the set as a whole goes, that means including the minifigures, again, I really do not like this minifigure lineup. I think it sucks. I mean, I don't think many people wanted an Imperial Shuttle based off the Mandalorian Season 2. Most people would probably just like a normal indoor one, or just a unique one like I mentioned earlier, based off of any Imperial battle with some unique Imperial figures. But no, again, it's just more Mandalorian slop, which at this point is so freaking annoying. So overall, I'm gonna give this set an 8 out of 10. I'm taking off 1 point because of the wings, and I'm taking off another point because of the stupid choice of a minifigure lineup. Let me know what you guys think about this set down in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you don't like it? If you are new, please consider subscribing, and if you want to check out more of my videos, you can see them on the end screen right now.